Welcome, everyone, to the Tiger King movie auditions. Ooh, very exciting. Rawr. First up is the role of Joe Exotic.
Oh, hi there, everybody. It's me, Tom Hanks, and I'm reading for the part of Joe Exotic. First thing is, I am not cutting my hair. I am not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay.
I am not cutting my hair. I am not changing the way I dress. All right? I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life.
First thing is, I'm not cutting my hair. I'm not changing the way I dress. I refuse to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life.
I refuse, to wear a suit. I am gay. I've had 2 boyfriends most of my life. I currently got legally married. Thank God it's finally legal in America. I've had some kinky sex.
Sure, I've had some kinky sex. Who hasn't? I've tried drugs through my younger years of my life. I am broke as shit.
Currently got legally married, yeah. So that's, thank God it's finally legal in America. Good U.S. of A. I've had, I've had some kinky sex.
I have a judgment against me from some bitch down in Florida.
I have a judgment against me from some bitch down in Florida.
So now I have a judgment against me from some bitch down in Florida.
I have a judgment against me from some bitch down in Florida. Come on.
I am Joe Exotic. There is no one who is Joe Exotic. I am Joe Exotic. I am positive. I am HIV positive.
Next up is the role of Carol Baskin.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Meow. Yeah, hey, kitties out there. Pussies.
I don't watch news on television unless there's a cat involved. This woman's creepy. Okay, I'm trying to get inside her head, and there's just a lot of murderers in there. You can see how they go from being so sweet to tearing your face off just like that. And it's amazing to have that range. Kind of like Chris Hemsworth.
You can see how they go from being so sweet to tearing your face off. I mean, just like that. You know, you'll be hanging out, petting them, feeding them snacks, whatever you got in the house at that time. You know, peanut butter sticks, bagel bites, fruit by the foot. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're ripping off your butthole hairs. And it's amazing to have that range.
A woman, by the way, so top-heavy and so crazy, it was clear to me and everyone else that she fed her husband to the fucking lions.
It just makes for wonderful sales of newspapers, I'm sure. For them to, speculate that I fed him to the tigers, which is fucking crazy.
Just makes for wonderful sales in newspapers, I'm sure. For them to speculate that I fed them to the tigers, which is, it's crazy.
It just makes for wonderful sales of newspapers, man, I'm sure, and for them to... So, they're holding these rabbits with blood on their noses, and they're grinning from ear to ear because their favorite cat is finally getting a rabbit. And yet, that has been twisted into us being these horrific monsters that would get pleasure out of hurting a rabbit. So, that kind of stuff. And you're just like, what? Like, really? Do I have to explain this to somebody?
She's not related to the Baskin-Robbins guy, is she? And our last audition of the day will be for the role of Rick Kirkham.
He was like a mythical character, living out in the middle of bumfuck Oklahoma, who owned 1,200 tigers and lions and bears and shit.
He was a mythical character, living out in the middle of bumfuck Oklahoma, who owned 1,200 tigers and lions and bears and shit. It was like a real-life Lord of the Rings.
He was like a mythical character living out in the middle of bumfuck Oklahoma, which I looked up on a map. That's actually a place right now. You know what I'm talking about? You can look it up, but I'm saying Google Earth. There's nothing fucking there. There's nothing fucking there. And he owned 1,200 tigers and lions and bears. Oh, shit. That's a lot of animals.
Man, if he ever had an enemy in his life, it was Carol Baskin.
Man, if that guy ever had an enemy in his life, it was Carol Baskin. Or eating healthy. He never ate healthy. You know who was his biggest enemy in life? Was nutrition.
He started getting so crazy to where he would have a rubber blow-up doll and he would have Carol written on a name tag on it, and he would take a dildo and be shoving it in her mouth. Carol, this is coming for you. It's gonna catch up. I mean, it got crazy.
He started getting so crazy to where he would have a rubber blow-up doll and he would have Carol written on the name tag on it, and he would take a dildo and he'd be shoving it in her mouth. Carol, this is coming for you.
And then he started getting so crazy. There'd be times when he would get the rubber blow-up dolls. Not the kind that you and I get. We're making eye contact right now, but we feel each other in the heart. You know what I'm talking about, baby boy. The good kind of rubber dolls. But he would get one and he would put the name tag of Carol Baskin on one side of the breast, and then the other side he would put the nutritionist on. Then he'd shove the dildo in the mouth, and then he'd say, Carol Baskin, this is going to be you. This is going to catch up. This is going to be you. And then, stuff would go crazy. I'm talking about, that was just like a Tuesday. My man. And then Thursday? Oh, don't even get me started.
He started getting so crazy to where he would have a rubber blow-up doll. He would have Carol written on a name tag on it. He would take a dildo and be shoving it in her mouth. Carol, this is coming for you. It's gonna catch up.
Why does Joe have a snow leopard in the back of his car? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a hot van with that in there. Leopards don't even like vans. They're more into the Jaguars. That's a different car. If you put it in that kind of car, it's more at home. But in a van, my man, come on.
If you haven't seen Here Kitty Kitty, oh, you don't know what you're missing. Phenomenal song, tremendous song. In fact, we're getting that guy, the guy who wrote that song, Joe Exotic. He's going to write my new song for my campaign. It's going to be great. It's called Here, America, America. I'm here, America, America. It's going to be fantastic. He's going to sing it from prison, by the way.
I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger, Tiger saw